Alright, it has been a while since I've posted a video, and we're gonna get back into the Memory of Chaos, starting with version 1.3. So this is the second Memory of Chaos buff, and I did want to wait until the new banner, because having links is just really nice for a lot of the later stages, where you might struggle with Trailblazer and such. So I just wanted to do them all at the same time. So for Team 1, it's going to be Fire Trailblazer, Asta, Serval, and Natasha. For Team 2, you're going to want to run probably Don Hong, Yukong, Herta, and March 7th. I'm just running free units here because they work well enough, have a lot of elemental advantages, so there's no real reason to run gotcha units over the free ones at this point. If you wanted to optimize a bit more, you could probably switch out Natasha here for another DPS, because Trailblazer can still sustain with enough investment. So we're going to start with Trailblazer's technique, and we're going to initiate with Serval, just because using her technique gets her the ultimate on turn 1, which is just really nice.
Don't get careless.
We'll just chip away at the Trotter for now, stack up our buff through Asta's skill. You really just have to hit 3 fire weak enemies to get that at max stacks. We're not going to hit the boss just yet. But yeah, now we have our ultimate, and we'll wait until the boss summons before using it. And by doing a little bit of damage on the Trotter beforehand, we'll have enough to kill it through this ult. It does take 200% more damage from ults and basic attacks.
Naughty child, nap time. Who invited you?
So, if you wanted to optimize this, you wouldn't want to weakness break the boss until it gets its next turn, because it'll give itself the defense break with no minions on the field. But since it's only the first stage, I don't really have to worry about timing out or anything like that. So that's just kind of a tactic I'll use in the later stages. I'll use Trailblazer's ult here to delay their actions.
Time for a shot. No manners, huh?
Let's get our buffs up.
Pretty good crowd today.
And now we can hit Serval's ult here. We're going to kill both Trotters most likely, so that'll be a lot of damage to the boss.
Who will it be?
And there we go. It's definitely one of the tankier bosses, but as long as you know how to deal with it, it isn't too much of a problem. So we're initiating with Serval again, for a different reason this time. We just want to weakness break these minions because they just do a lot of damage, and these imaginary weavers can definitely be something that prevents a lot of new players from clearing these stages without deaths, because yeah, they just initiate with a lot of damage through splash. Actually gonna hit the Trotter here so that we can weakness break it through, or kill it through the ult. My bad. And there we go. So yeah, the rest is pretty much a sweep. We don't even have to worry about abusing the boss's mechanics. But basically, when it uses this Binding of the Golden Age, as long as you continuously weakness break it, it'll just recast that Binding of Golden Age. So you can pretty much stun lock it here if you're having troubles with the boss. And this is the last fight, so we might as well just use Asta's ult. And there you go. So for the next part, we are going to be running Don Hong's buff and Herta's buff here. Then we'll initiate with March 7th. This might freeze some of the enemies, which can buy us some time at the start.
Move carefully.
So we'll slow down the boss. We're actually going to hit this Trotter here to imprison it, just so that it doesn't run away before we want to use it. Now we'll use Herta's skill here. And we'll use Don Hong to get the boss below 50% so we can start Herta's follow-up spams. And now those guys will revive and then just die to the Trotter. There you go. So hurt is less of a requirement with this Memory of Chaos buff, since those Trotters can deal a lot of damage to the minions and you might not need her anymore. But she's still a really nice unit to have, especially since she's free. So we'll use Dawnhog's buff here into Yukong's buff because we can get her ultimate buff on turn 1 as long as she has the Roaring Bowstrings, which is just really nice if you have your ult saved up. So we'll use her as ult here since it's going to be buffed up. And yeah, that's some nice turn 1 damage. We might as well extend the buff time. So yeah, this boss isn't really too difficult. The only thing to worry about is its lock-on attack, but as long as you can weakness break it, you will delay the lock-on until the next turn, and it's just pretty easy. Anyways, I did show the unit stats at the start of the battle, but I will show their limit breaks and traces and all that now, as well as the light cone levels.